All right, we'd like to welcome everyone to our Rowan Acosta Fieldhouse here at Plant High School. It's a wonderful, wonderful day today. In stark contrast to our weather out there, this is the sunshine of our program and of our school. An opportunity for our young men to join us up here in front of all their friends and family and teammates and coaches and media and everybody here today, and have an opportunity to talk about what will be the next step in the chapters of their already storied lives and amazing careers, both football and academically, and also personally, as they take the next steps. I always talk about signing day, and of course now we have an early signing day in the NCAA. I always talk about signing day as a culmination day. And I think it's important for us to recognize that, because the people here today are the representation of that culmination. And I know that Will won a state championship in another sport, but led us to many, many victories. And our coaches in the other sport, wrestling, did such an amazing job with them that I felt like there was no way that Will should go on to his college career without having a state championship ring. And so there's And finally, we'd like to introduce Will Putnam. So I've been doing this for a long time, 15 years as a head coach, 15 years as an assistant coach down the road at the other school, Upheims, and I've never seen anybody like this guy. I've never seen anybody like this guy. I've never seen anybody utterly destroy people on the field the way he does. Let's talk about football first, because you watch the film. His highlight film is about 40 minutes long, is it? I don't know. About 40 minutes long. I've made a lot of highlight films. I make every single one of our players' highlight films, every single player. Even if they're not going to college or not, every single player works for us. I'm going to work for them, for both college and otherwise. But I don't think I've ever had more joy. I stopped being like the producer of this film and just started being a spectator. And just watched it. And then sometimes, like when this guy would pull and come over and you had these two guys on the same side, like that became a very, very, very scary thing. But when I sent out William's film to some college coaches who asked about it, I entitled it "The Path to Destruction." And that's exactly what it looked like. And when I've talked to people, I said, you know, sometimes when you're a player, you get knocked down by another player. Pancaked is what it's called for offensive linemen. But when you get knocked down by another player, you think, you know, great, he got me, no big deal. No, that is when the punishment is going to begin. That is not the end point of the punishment. I have never seen at any position, I have never seen a finisher like this guy. As high school football coaches, you say, play through the echo of the whistle. I mean, there were a couple times earlier in the year, it was like the echo, 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 and we got a couple penalties earlier on in the year. But actually playing through the echo of the whistle, like, if you're on the other side, you better keep playing. That's your responsibility, because he is going to keep playing. And the thing about these two guys, and also two other guys that we've had, and even Leo and Walt and Smoke and some of our skill guys, but Steven and TJ, as well as linemen, guys who will be playing football in our next signing period as well. The thing about these guys is they all played. These are linemen now, 285-pound guys, all right? They all played both sides of the ball for us. You're talking 100+ snaps a game. You know, for a guy, yeah. For a guy who weighs 170, 175 and runs around, that's just another day in the park. You know, we have Christian Carball here who loves it when I give punishment running, because he just runs all day long. You just keep running, all right? But you're carrying some weight like these guys are, and you play 100 snaps a game. You're trying to chase quarterbacks on one side of the ball and then protect the quarterback on the other side of the ball. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, you watched at the end of the game, and these guys, they came out, they were completely spent. They gave everything they could for the P, everything they possibly could. But when you watch this guy play, there's no coincidence whatsoever that he comes from a family, such a dedicated mom, a dad who's also given his life of service to our country. People who understand what it is to not only attack the challenges that are in front of you, but people that understand the purpose of those challenges and that how it connects to other people. And this is the last thing that I want to talk about Will. His play speaks for itself. His play speaks for itself. He is a once-in-a-lifetime football player. As a football coach, he is a once-in-a-lifetime football player. But I always like to speak honest when I come in these ceremonies. He came to us as just a football player. He was a young man with amazing traits, but he wasn't quite willing yet to share those with us. He was here because he knew Plant was a good football program and he was a good football player, and those two things matched. And at the end of the day, what I think really matched was I think family really matched. He learned what true family is with his family, and I think he really learned to take that and apply it to family as a football player. And it meant more to him than just making a block. It meant more to him than just being good on the football field. It meant that he was protecting his family. He was blocking for his family. He was in the trenches playing with his family. And that is a point where I think as a football player, Will Putnam has taken a turn to reach the unbelievable limits that he will continue to grow to reach. I am proud to give you William Putnam.
Real quick, I just want to first off, I want to thank my family. They're sitting in the front row. And then I want to thank, Coach Wiener, Coach Love back there, and all the other coaches that are here today. I want to thank my wrestling coaches back there. Appreciate you guys grinding and stuff. And then I want to thank all my teammates, the ones up here signing today, and we're celebrating that, and all the ones who are younger or are going to sign in the future, who are just going to live their life. We all, I know from myself, but we all appreciate you guys. And again, this ceremony is just as much for you guys as for us. I want to thank all the college coaches out there that have recruited me. It's been a really long recruiting process since pretty much once I got into high school. It pretty much started, so it's been kind of with me my whole life. So, all the coaches that gave me an opportunity and just kind of really helped my journey and to really get to this point, I'm forever grateful for. I'm really grateful for all the fans who've given me support, from all the different fan bases from different schools. Really appreciative of that. I'm very thankful for players from different teams who've kind of allowed me to really be welcomed and accepted into their programs. But yeah, it's been a really tough recruiting process for me and all, but I'm really excited to say I'm gonna be a Clemson Tiger. Yeah!